there was something about playing the vintage Strat compared to the Squire in my hands at that time. I was like, I do feel there's something about it, but it doesn't necessarily transcend to the audience in an audio sense.
Yeah, the audience hearing versus you playing. But then again, that's a part of the conversation that I kind of agree with the consensus is how do you feel, you personally? How do you feel when you're playing something? If you're happy, you're enjoying it, if you're getting a good sound out of it and a good feel out of the guitar or the pedal or whatever, this might be in my head, but you really play better. Yeah. I think. Like during shows when I get a really good sound dialed in, whether it's the room, whether it's the amp at a certain, whatever it is, I tend to play better, or I tend to play more relaxed, I should say.
Yeah.
So
I know.
I do subscribe to that faction.
I think that's where I'd say I exactly agree with that sentiment, because and that's what, you hear guys like, I've heard some great rants about this in the past from like Chris Buck and Lee Anderton. They've said these very concisely and straight to the point, where they've said, yeah, if it makes you feel better, that's all that matters really, and it will transcend your playing.
That's it.
Which will then make the audience have a better time. Yeah, the audience will prefer what they won't know why, but they will realize that they are enjoying the performance more.
Yeah, exactly. They get it. They get your energy. That's what it is, and then they give it back to you. So I agree. I agree with that statement a lot. And I have an Epiphone 335, and I had a real 64 345 Gibson.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
The Epiphone to this day, and now granted I've modified the heck out of it, new pickups, new electronics, everything. The Epiphone to this day sounds better. To my ears, sounds better. It does not play better. It does not look nicer. It does not feel better. But it does sound better. If I were to do an album, for example, and I needed a hollow body sound, semi-hollow body sound, I would take the Epiphone over the Gibson 100% of the times. If I have a show, the Gibson's coming out because people are going to see.
See, that's fascinating, isn't it? Because it's very much, it's weird. If you're trying to get the best net result, you go with the best tool for the job in most other industries.
Yeah.
But for this one, it's all about other things that creep in. I mean, I suppose it's the same with other bits. It's like with cars. I'm not a car guy, but if you get to a place, you're going to get to the place at the same time with a Ferrari or a really bad car. It's the experience and the status and all these other things that people buy into. Whereas the actual net result is getting there at the same time. So it's the same with guitar gear. I think it's the same thing.
No, I agree. Absolutely. The iPhone that I'm on right now shows me the time, and so does the Rolex.
Yeah.